Good evening, Monster Hunter fans. Welcome to the Monster Hunter World Festa and the Monster Hunter World Iceborne USA Championship. We had qualifiers running all evening long, and now we are down to just 4 teams. To take you through the action today, we have 2 incredible casters pulled from the Monster Hunter World community. So please welcome to the stage 2 of your own, Ernie and Chris! Gentlemen, I will allow you to take to your booth. And now, a quick video.
It's time to find out who are the fastest hunters in the US in the Monster Hunter World Iceborne USA Championship. The tournament consists of 2 rounds of time attack challenges, where everyone has the same choice of loadouts. In the first round, 60 teams of 2 competed to see who could defeat a Bambaro the fastest. Then the 4 teams with the quickest times moved on to the finals, where they must now race to slay a mighty Namiel. Whichever team claims victory the fastest wins, and will be crowned champions.
Hello everyone, it's your boy, Ernie, and I'm really hyped right now. I'm joined here today by my co-commentator.
Chris, I'm very excited to be commentating today for you guys, and it's going to be interesting. And
Chris and everyone here, for those of you at home or here who don't really know how a Monster Hunter tournament would work, how does it go?
yeah, so we had about 60 teams here at the venue. They were competing and doing Bambaro. So there's 120 players. There was a lot of competition, and we have 4 winner teams that were able to come out on top, and they will be competing here, doing Namiel in the finals, and we'll see who will be the new champion.
That's right, and without further ado, I would like to again announce those winning teams. The first team was Social Dissonance with players Omni, Toad, and Shepard.
Then we have the team QA, that is TSC, and also Sam. It's also a pretty experienced speedrunner team.
That's right, then we have Sushi Bar featuring I Love Noodles and Xtel.
And lastly, we have Beautiful Mind, it's Joe and Nox.
Now, Chris, there's definitely some names up here that I expected to see, and there's some people up here that I expected to see that are not here, which just shows that in the end, none of us escaped the RNG. So, you think we can expect teams to be just as consistent with the qualifiers as they were?
I mean, Bambaro is obviously a different challenge. Namiel, we know it's an Elder Dragon in the speedrun community. It's a monster that's definitely proven itself to be a challenging enemy. And we know some teams played and practiced a lot of Bambaro, and some teams practiced more Namiel. So we'll see who is the team that can perform with both quests.
That's right, that's right. Namiel is infamously known to not be the funnest monster to speedrun. And a lot of teams here went for broke and mainly practiced just Bambaro. And let's see if they have a plan just for Namiel. But up next, we have a quick message from our developers.
ご来場の皆さん、こんにちは。モンスターハンターワールドアイスボーンのプロデューサーの辻本です。
はい、エグゼクティブディレクター、アートディレクターをしている藤岡要です。
はい、今回ですね、私たちもボストンの方に行きたかったんですが、すいません、ちょっと行けなくなってしまいまして、本当に申し訳ございません。はい、ちょっとギリギリまで調整してたんですが、このような形となってしまいました。ただですね、イベントの方はすごい盛り上がると思いますので、イベントの方はしっかり一日皆さん楽しんでいただけたらと思っております。はい、USA チャンピオンシップに出場の皆さん、練習の成果がしっかりこの場で出ることを祈っております。僕たちもですね、日本から応援してますので、皆さん頑張ってください。
Can you guys turn it down our volume a little bit? It's very loud for us.
You are our winner, so what are you doing here today?
Well, we're here to compete again. Here we're playing Omni Toad. We've been playing it.
Speaking of the players, let's check in with our first team today. It is made up of last year's champion Shepard and joined now by Omni Toad. Now, this is a very exciting story, but let's touch on last year's championship. You were our winner, so what are you doing here today?
Well, we're here to compete again. Well, here with my great friend Ami Toad. We've been playing together now for 7 years. Originally started with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. At Yuri's suggestion, we actually met at a local
All right, it was great to hear from those guys. Shepard and Omnitone have been in the community for a long, long time, both very seasoned, experienced players. We're gonna go and see if they are ready with their button check. They're getting ready right now. Chris, what do you think we can expect from these two players?
Shepard, he was the champion 2018, one of the two champions, and they definitely have a lot of experience. They were also really fast with Bambaro, but we'll see now. They practiced a lot, Namiel. A lot of hours went into this.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how well they will be able to perform.
This is definitely a team that did expect to make it into the qualifiers, so they practiced Bambaro and Namiel extensively, and I'm checking over. They're not ready with their button check just yet, but I think we are ready to go. Let's send it over to the players. All right, the players are loading in as we speak. We see our boy there, Omnitoad, looking handsome.
So Team Social Dissonance, they didn't actually tell us their strategy yet. So we're gonna see it as they play. But
Right.
I have high hopes for this team.
All right, and we're loading in right now. Can I have some hype for our boys, Shepard and Omnitoad, please? Let's go. Right, ooh, looks like we have Lance and Heavy Bogan. This is not a comp we expected to see a lot of. We were told about a secret comp that is very powerful. Let's see if this is it. They have chosen to go over to the other side of the stage. Maybe they got something planned.
I mean, the Lance player, he has a temporal mantle, so that's definitely going to be interesting to see if he makes use of it at the beginning, but no.
That's right, we see them both clutch flying over. Ooh, maximum use, one player tenderizing, while the other is going over for the wall bang, right? Namiel's down.
Namiel is unraged, so this is where they make use of this wall bang here. They're trying to get some damage in, and also maybe possibly building up some stun damage here with the Heavy Bowgun.
Namiel isn't enraged, so they can go for a second wall bang. Oh, looks like they got it. Ooh, very nice, nice.
So now is where they need to do some damage. Getting the Vibrant shot in there, so that's definitely very good.
Very good. Of course, see, Omnitoad making sure to not hit his partner here. We're looking pretty good. All right, there's the Enrage. They both able to block it. Very nice. Agitator is now activated.
And then we see a Heavy Bowgun dealing some damage here with normal ammo. So that's the ammo where we have the most of here with a Heavy Bowgun build up. And we see some power guard to the Lance guarding the water attacks here from Namiel.
That's right. It's worth noting that the Lance set in this loadout does have guard 5, so the Lance will be able to stay in no problem. Oh, opting to save the Temporal Mantle for now and not earlier.
That's interesting that they didn't use it at the beginning to be able to get those wall snipes easier. But they're using it now to get the safe tenderize on the head, because the head is the weak point of Namiel here. So this is where they can deal the most damage.
That's right. That's
so
right.
this is what they want to tenderize.
They want to be careful. It's worth noting that Namiel has now put a lot of water on the map. They want to be careful for the electrical attacks. They both looking all right. Heavy Bowgun not healing just yet. Looks like they're confident that they won't get hit again.
It's a bit of a risky play, but Namiel is right now in the watery state. So it has a lot of weak points right now towards a fire element. So let's see how their strategy will turn out, and if they are going to let Namiel become like in this dry state.
That's right, that's right. While Namiel is quote-unquote hydrated, it takes more fire damage, but once it is dried out, we'll be taking more raw damage. So it looks like it's working in their favor, since the Lance that does do a lot of fire damage. Looks like they got a Clagger here. All right, going in for it, very nice. The Temporal Mantle is still up, they're doing a lot of damage. All right, we got the vibe check coming. Let's see, Namiel, how you doing?
Namiel's strongest big attack, and both of them were able to evade. Good job there, team.
All right, so now Namiel is dried out, so it's going to be taking less fire damage, but more raw damage.
We see the special ammo here used, Vibrant Snipe shot from the Heavy Bowgun.
We see Shepard here looking calm. Looks like things are going according to plan. Namiel wasting no time to put some more water back on the field. Want to be careful here.
This year is where it counts.
Ooh, very nice. Looks like they got another KO. Looking pretty good.
This downtime is important.
Now, it looks like they have some pretty good pacing here. They've gotten some topples, they've gotten some claggers, they've gotten a KO. See what they got next.
As you can see, the Heavy Bowgun is not using all of the sticky ammo. It's probably also because sticky is a very slow ammo type. It doesn't deal that much damage. And
that's right. And they got another topple. Very nicely done. Again, trying to keep the damage on the head. They want to chain together flaggers and KOs and topples if they can.
That looks pretty good right now. So let's see how quick they will be.
All right. Looks like another enrage. Very nice. Now, Chris, do you think we'll see another vibe check, you think? Namiel can do more than one in a hunt.
I mean, it depends for how long this fight will go, but Namiel is definitely being challenging right now. They're having troubles getting the staggers in, which they need to be able to do more damage here. Because I think the monster will almost be dead. Like, we're close to death here. It's not going to take that long anymore.
Yeah.
And we got a
do
feint.
see one feint. Unfortunate, but they do have good pace. We do have good pace. The Heavy Bowgun is still here. Let's see if they can close it out. Unfortunate, but they shouldn't let it get them down.
If they're really lucky here, then the Heavy Bowgun is able to finish this on its own before the other player spawns back into the arena.
Water Blast coming. All right, Superman dive, no worries.
But
all right, Lance player is
the
back
only thing
in.
he can do is here Superman jumping away from those water attacks, making sure not to die. And the last player is back, so trying. Oh, there we are.
And they take it out. Very
good job,
nicely done.
Team Social Dissonance.
Very nicely done, boys. Little minor setback, but hey, it happens. The part is that they stay consistent. They didn't give up. They kept going. Now, in usual speedrun tradition, the hunters show their time at the end. We are not going to do this time because we're going to try and keep the hype reveal for the end. So you might have an idea, Shepard.
It looks confident here.
Yeah,
it looks
nice,
happy
nice.
so far. Yeah,
Can you get a round of applause for our boys, Omnitoad and Shepard? Very nicely done. So, that is the conclusion of our first match. Do you think that went how they expected?
Exactly. So we're going to keep it interesting for you guys. So we don't know the final exact times just yet. However, there was an interesting and surprisingly a solid first round from
We got a
our
replay. Oh, we're looking at that
champions.
feint right now. No, we're looking at the Superman dive of the vibe check. They were able to survive that. All right, this was the topple. Very nicely done. They actually toppled Namiel a lot more than I expected them to, especially with Lance and Heavy Bowgun. Very nicely done.
Yeah, the beginning was relatively solid here, to be honest. Just at the end where the one player fainted. But this one here looks pretty good. They dodged, they guarded, they blocked a lot.
Yeah.
And if they hadn't had the feint,
That was the one phase.
they would have probably been like 20 seconds faster or something.
Interesting that he was taken out. It looks like his power guard was up, but maybe because he was on his side, it didn't really cover the full attack.
All right. Now, that was definitely exciting, guys. Thanks for this showcase.
Let's see what our players think about their run.
Thank you guys so much. You guys can hear me now, right? All right, perfect. So we had Omnitoad and we had Shepard in this matchup. Do you guys feel like you got a good time?
We definitely had some better times during practice, but given Namiel and everything she loves to do, I'd say we did pretty okay. Yeah.
Well, you went with the Heavy Bowgun and the Lance, so tell me a little bit about the thought process behind that.
They're two just very, very consistent weapons. And there's some more risky weapons that are probably going to do better, but for us, these worked out very well.
Well, these are predetermined loadouts, so I want to know, did the mantle feature in at all when you're trying to decide which kit to run with?
Yeah, so the mantles, especially in Heavy Bowgun, the more brave you want to be, the better you can be. If you take your life down to a very low level so that you're one hit away from death, you can use that Vitality Mantle to keep a damage boost up going on throughout the whole quest. So, you know, we used to shout like, heroics is activated after taking a big hit. Normally you'd be mad, but in this case, you actually end up doing more damage. In this case, I did get a chance to use it at the end. Didn't necessarily plan it, but I didn't die, so it worked out okay.
Well, this is a pretty picturesque fight, except for, unfortunately, the feint. What happened there?
Well, Nami did her waterfall attack, which is a very bad attack in this run, and has multiple hitboxes. I blocked the first hit, and then I thought it was over, and then a delayed later hit got me, so I let my guard down.
Well, you guys, I know, have been practicing this, preparing a little bit. Did it go, aside from that, pretty close to the runs you prepared at home?
Yeah, I mean, out of all the weapon matches that we've used, it was definitely the most consistent for us. I think what's going to be a lot of fun seeing the rest of the competition is the wide variety of weapons and all of the strategies that will come from seeing all of those.
This is my last question for you guys. You know, you're coming out here, you're playing on stage, something you're a little bit used to, but tell us how it's a little bit different to be playing in front of the Monster Hunter World community like this.
Well, you know, it's one thing to be in front of a crowd. It's another thing to be in front of Twitch chat. I I would say they're both the most wonderful experiences somebody can enjoy, and I hope everybody can experience that at one point in their life.
Well said. Anything you want to add to that, Omnitoad?
No, I pretty much said it. I mean, the only difference this time around is we didn't really get interviews last time, so this is, it's pretty good.
Oh, it's nice talking to you guys. So I'm glad this is working out. And I look forward to talking to you maybe later on when we get all our times calculated. We will find out where you sit and who our champions are. But we got 3 more runs to go before we can do that. So I'm going to give it back to the casters, and you guys can go relax for a little.
Thank you guys
Very
so
nice.
much.
It's always nice to hear from those guys. Can I get another round of applause for Omnitoad and Shepard? And if you want to check them out on Twitch, speaking of, that's twitch.tv/SDShepard and twitch.tv/Omnitoad. They did pretty good, but now it's time to meet Team 2.
From our next team, and you guys had to qualify by taking out a Bombero. So tell me about your strategy going into that one.
All right, so our first strategy was immediately get the head KO, and then secondly, get a knockout, and then follow up with another head KO. Our main issue regarding the fight was trying to keep Bombero in a fixed position to do some really serious damage so that we can get a clear and concise clear time. That's our main goal. Yeah.
Well, you certainly did it. You made top 4 in times in our qualifier. That puts you straight into the final. So did you guys do a lot of preparation, a lot of studying, a lot of practice runs before you got here?
Just a little. We were the weapons of choice weren't actually our main weapons, so we had to learn a couple of those. So we actually were going to go with hammer and bow, but he's not very good with hammer, to be honest. So he was actually really good with switch axe as a secondary, and I'm okay with bow. So I was like, we'll just try this. And since we know that Bombero gets a lot of KOs easily, so we were hoping to just keep stacking up the KOs on that kind of thing. Yeah.
See, that's a pretty impressive audible to have to call, and then to make a qualifying time is doubly impressive. So tell me a little bit about your history gaming together. How can you pull out a victory like that on the fly?
Oh, I've known I Love Noodles for 7 years now. We've been playing since 4U, and ever since then we've just kept playing Monster Hunter. We played it like most of our playtime, I'd say.
Well, tell me a little bit about how you guys enjoy Monster Hunter World. Do you get together with a group? Do you have a lot of friends you play with?
Sorry. We do have a lot of friends. We do get together at certain times, but our schedule is it fluctuates, so it's kind of hard to find a specific time where we could all collaborate together to get some hunts in.
Well, time is the key word. We're going to send you up on stage and hope you can get the fastest time against Namiel. You guys feeling ready?
We might be.
Maybe.
I want to see that fire, so I'm going to send you on up there, have you get set, and I'm going to send it back to the casters. Take us into the next match.
Yeah, Team Sushi Bar, we're really excited to see them because they didn't expect to come this far. They didn't practice Namiel that much, and they're the only team of the 4 teams that we have that haven't put the time in that much. So they unexpectedly scored a really, really good time against Bambaro. Now, they say they're just going to have fun, basically. They're going to have a great time, see how fast they will be, and they told us about their setup, what they're going to choose. So we will see a Charge Blade, and we will see a Lance. That's what they told us. So, what do you think? Is it going to be interesting?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're seeing some Lance representation, which is always good. But without further ado, let's bring in the competitors. Now, it's worth noting, like Chris said, they did not practice a lot in MEL. They did a lot of Bambaro, but they didn't expect to go past the qualifiers. And again, their main message is that they're just trying to have fun, which just goes to show that just playing the game a lot, having a lot of experience, can get you pretty far. So, we're going to be bringing in the players. Now, what can you expect to see from this run, Chris?
Now, it's obviously it's an interesting matchup, and we know that all of those loadouts are very well balanced. So there we go.
And we'll bring them in.
Team, welcome to the stage. Now, as they're getting ready, let's see. So let's see. So they will be able to show us some Charge Blade gameplay. I'm very excited because I play a lot of Charge Blade. And it's definitely a strong weapon, and we'll see how well it will be able to work together with this Lance. And Lance is one of your favorite weapons. What do you think?
That's right, that's right. I was actually pretty surprised to see Lance in the very, very first run. But again, they're also going to be running Charge Blade as well. So they're going to be, again, working with KOs and again with the damage and the fire damage that's worth noting from the Lance. Looks like the players are they already did their button check and they are loading in right now.
Let's get some applause
Yes,
for our
Sushi
team.
Bar,
Sushi
I
Bar,
Love Noodles,
please.
And Xtel.
The newcomers.
Let's go.
The underdogs. Let's see how they will perform.
Yeah, when it comes to speedrunning a Monster Hunter, you never know if a team is going to get a fluke. They might be able to steal it away from some of the other competitors here. So let's see if they got it.
And we were able to also draw a conclusion, compare a little bit. How fast will they be compared to the teams that did practice a lot?
That's right.
So
Again, we don't know the speed, but we can get an idea, at least from the runs that we're watching.
But you know, practice isn't everything. So RNG is a really important factor here. And if they get lucky with with their playstyle, if they can work together, teamwork is super crucial.
That's
and,
right.
we might get a good time though.
Like I said, Chris, RNG gets us all. Yeah. All right, let's right into it. Like they told us, they are running Charge Blade, Lance. They are buffing up a lot. It's really good that a lot of players are going ahead with the Ancient Potion. Again, Namiel can do a surprisingly high amount of damage. Again, they're also choosing the other side. A lot of teams doing that. Maybe to get a better. All right, the roar is already in. Very nice. Let's see. Temporal Mantle on right away this time.
Yeah, so that will help them at the beginning, definitely, to get the safe wall slam in here.
All right, they got the wall slam. Very similar start, very good. Going for a Tenderize after, very nice.
So we'll see. Charge Blade has definitely the potential to get 1, 2, or 2 KOs in there if you know how to play this very, very well, and if you hit the head properly. And here we have the Rage Scream.
Yeah, very nice counter on the roar, very good. That's one of the benefits of Lance, that if played correctly, you can stay in a fight and there will be nothing to keep you away. Nice block on that counter right there.
And as you can see, they know how to play here. They definitely, even though they haven't practiced this, it looks quite solid so far.
No, that's right. They mentioned not playing Namiel, but these two weapons are their main, so they are in a nice, comfortable spot. Even when you haven't practiced a specific run, just being very comfortable with a weapon is a definite big deal.
So right here, the last player has a fire element, so he will be able to deal a lot more damage in this state where Namiel is still wet. And
That's right, that's right.
So
interesting, Namiel is kind of moving the fight away from all the water puddles, which is pretty interesting, so that's kind of good.
So the Lance has handicraft level 5 skill, so they actually have a lot of sharpness here that they can work with, and also guard level 5, so let's see how they'll be able to make use of this.
Right, right. That was really close. We almost got hit by that attack there, but we able to jump right. Oh, using Lance Charge for the mount. All right, we got a mount.
That was pretty cool.
Very nice, very nice.
That was a big play right there.
Yeah. Now, there are a couple ways to optimize the mount. Sometimes the mounts can waste a little bit of time, but you can do a couple of things. You can retenderize spots. One player can sharpen. Let's see what we got. Let's see the other player doing
here.
The
Lance, they have speed sharpening, so as soon as it drops, they're quickly back up at the max sharpness.
Yeah, and there we go. We see the Charge Blade going ahead, retenderizing the arms, which is pretty good. Tripping Namiel is another definitely good strategy. And the mount is over. Very nice. Ooh, right into a Clutch Claw in the air.
The mount is actually a very, very important part, and they made use of this very nicely here at the ledge. Being able to get another downtime and deal some more damage here.
That's right, that's right. Now we see no one is water blighted. Again, we were talking before that one thing that the Lance player definitely wants to watch out for is getting water blighted. Not the most dangerous blight, but it can waste a lot of time. Ooh, we saw a very nice clutch counter right there.
The Lance obviously it's a very good weapon to keep the head tenderized here.
Yeah,
and be
one of my
able
favorite moves.
To get the weak point, to stay soft and deal the max damage here.
That's right. We actually just saw the Lance player use their Temporal Mantle now. Of course, Lance has a lot of ways to block and counter a lot of attacks, so maybe they didn't think they needed it until now.
Yeah, CB used it before, and CB has also a Temporal Mantle, so they can actually, one player goes first, the other goes after with the Temporal Mantle. So it's a good teamwork.
Right.
It's
They're
really
staying
surprising
safe right here.
to see how well they work together.
They got another wall bang, Charge Blade, going for some SADs on the head. Lance keeping the consistent damage. Now the Lance set does have flinch free, but there are some heavy attacks that can still flinch the Lance player. Right, we got the Enrage Roar right there, but they're still staying in it. See an electrical attack, no water near them, which is, again, very interesting. This Namiel has kind of kited away from its own water, pretty interesting.
I mean, the Lance itself, it can block a lot.
And we got the vibe check. Let's see how you're doing today. And someone fails the vibe check.
The CB, unfortunately,
it happens.
couldn't get away.
It's a lot of damage.
The Lance player luckily could Superman jump out of it.
That's right, that's right. Even with additional guard skills, it does a lot of damage. The chip damage could take you out if you're not at full health.
That was definitely an important clip to see from the Charge Blade and see if we can see that later again.
That's right, that's right. Now that being said, it doesn't matter. You got to keep going. The Lance player is still in here, doing damage. Charge player is coming back in a little bit.
Now, the Lance obviously is a very tactical weapon here, so the Lance player has to really watch out not to catch the water blight, otherwise the stamina bar will drain really, really quickly. And the Lance is all about guarding, all about having the stamina ready when you need it.
That's right.
So, but the Lance player here knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
So it's great.
And since the Namiel has already done the vibe check, it's no longer in its hydrated state, so it's taking a bit less fire damage, but more raw damage, which is still really good.
So Namiel's in the air.
All right, we're both
launching
up in
some
there.
electricity
Unfortunately,
attacks.
those flying attacks from Namiel can waste a little bit of time. It doesn't stay in the air for too long, though. Not like our friend Rathlos.
We can see Namiel is in the dried out state now, right?
That's right, yeah.
So there will be different weak points. So the head is still the major weak point, but it will be more weak to raw damage and not so much weak anymore to fire damage. So let's see how the Lance player will be able to deal damage. I think for the CB, it's great.
Yeah.
The CB has raw damage.
The raw damage
only,
increase is definitely going to help.
and impact coil damage.
There we got that wave move, the one that is a lot of players are worried about, but no problem. All right, we got a Clagger here, the Clutch Claw Stagger. We see going for it. Ooh, I do that whip all the time. I hate it. But no worries. They still got the Clutch Claw, the Retenderize.
And it definitely feels a tad slower than the other team, though, at this point. We can definitely see it. But to be honest,
the other team did have
great.
That's right, yeah. The other team did have a feint too, so hey.
Oh yeah.
Never know.
I mean, that's a fair point.
All right. The unlucky part here is that RNG Namiel is doing a lot of aerial attacks, kind of jumping around the map, and you can't really do much. Oh, but the Namiel is de-enraged, and they got a nice wallbang. Very nice.
So as soon as Namiel is unraged, they're trying to go and make use of as many clutch claw wall slams as they possibly can.
So another nice SAD on the head there.
It'd be interesting to see this charge bit player as well, the player 2, a little bit from this perspective.
Ooh, very nice. Got a KO final.
It appears to be that the CB player is really here, again, going for SAD spam, and we don't...
And it went down. Okay. All right, maybe that setback wasn't as bad as we thought. We got to wait and see until after.
I have a feeling that was a solid choice with Charge Blade and going for SAD spam. This is one of the more safe approaches.
Yeah, now one thing we were talking about, we actually expected to see the very nice run by Sushi Bar. Now, we expected to see a lot more Charge Blade going in. We didn't see it in the first run at all, but we saw it here. We're definitely thinking that this would be a good comp. Let's see
you can see the Lance jump attack perfectly landed here.
Oh, this was the vibe. Oh, he was KO'd.
Oh, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
but
that's why he failed the vibe check.
Namiel has a lot of electricity attacks. Those electricity attacks, they have a much higher stun value than any other attack. So you're much more likely to catch that stun after getting hit, even if you get hit once only.
That's right, that's right. We saw the earlier vibe check and the end right there.
That was it.
Still very nicely done. As we were saying, the feint, we've now seen a feint from each of the runs so far, so at the same time, it kind of cancels out, which could be a sign that the team that doesn't feint at all might just take the lead just like that.
I mean, we have 2 more coming, and we'll see. But to be honest, I have to say, I mean, we saw this SAD very nicely getting that final hit and, you know, clearing this quest. And yeah, to be honest, it was a really solid gameplay.
It was.
And they had fun, I think.
Yeah. And even though they said they didn't prepare, they were playing their main weapons, they were up here having a good time. But let's see what the players themselves thought about the run.
Thank you guys so much. An impressive run. No range in this fight. And that was a little tough because your Namiel was hanging out in the air. But you managed to overcome. So walk me through it. How'd you do it?
We were just having fun, just doing whatever.
It was pretty powerful. I know you were giving credit to Noodles up here when we first started chatting. Tell me, why don't you hype her up for me? How did you do it?
Woo, go Christine! I blame Christine for all of the work that was done. Her uptime on Nami is what pulled us through. That's all I could say.
So when you don't get a big opportunity to practice for a fight like this, you got to fall back on the basics. So tell me a little bit what you were recalling into the fight, all the practice that led up to this.
My main focus of thought were just to maintain uptime on the boss, honestly speaking. Just try to block and evade when possible. Try to like predict the monster's move sometimes too, which I found really hard given Nami's unpredictable nature. But that's all I had, honestly.
We did have a feint in our first fight, and unfortunately we did have a feint in your fight, but that means you might both be even. So what happened there? How did you stumble?
First of all, I had like Water Blight from Nami, which really put a stagger on my stamina, and the stun damage that it did, like it really took a number on me. That's what ultimately caused the feint.
Well, as someone who supported this team, who has done an incredible job, and also had an incredible repertoire of skills to fall back on, how do you feel about this run? How do you think you guys did time-wise?
I think we did good. We don't really hunt Nami at all. We kind of avoid it because we're not really that great with it, but yeah.
You guys are up here, you put up an impressive show, and we will find out just where in the standings you will fall in just a little bit, because we don't know the times just yet. But is there anyone out there you want to give a shout out to or say hi to?
Our entire squad sushi bar. Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to Henry, John. I'll give a shout out to Eve, Akane, Colin, John, Lena, everyone that's in Sushi Bar, honestly speaking.
Wow, the sushi bar rolls deep. Well, you guys have a lot to be proud of with these two. We're gonna go to a quick break, and when we come back, we have the next two matches of the USA Championship.
doing the Monster Hunter Iceborne USA Championship of the Low Grade. And we saw before the interview with our team, Sushi Bar, they mentioned they had those 2 challenges with the water blood and with the electricity that causes the hardest sound damage. But I think they were holding up pretty well. Now, what do you think is going to happen with our next team?
That's right, that's right. Even despite just, going in, having fun, but still using weapons that were their mains, they still did a really good job. Again, both teams so far have 1 feint, so let's see how the next team stack up. Let's meet Team 3.
Thank you, guys. I'm back here with our 3rd team of the day. It's Nox and Joe. And you guys got together for this tournament as a duo. So tell me a little bit about how that happened.
So before, we've been playing together just like casually in a Discord group together. And then when the announcement for the tournament came out, we were like, hey, he needs a partner, I need a partner. So let's just join up together.
And you guys are part of a larger Monster Hunter community. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we initially we used to follow, or we still follow, obviously, Social Distance Shepherd, team you spoke to earlier. And we kind of created a Discord community around that, and it's been steadily growing over time. And a lot of the entrants up here are total friends. We've been friends for years.
That's fantastic. I love that there's an incredible community around this game and that you're able to draw such quality teammates from it. So what was the synergy like as soon as you guys got together? Did you immediately kind of have the strategies figured out?
We had to kind of think about which weapons were the best, and we also referenced a lot of YouTube runs of other speedrunners who have done the quest in the past. So once we got all that figured out, then we got in lots of practice, and now we're here.
Walk me through your qualifier run. How did it go?
It started off a little rough. Some of our better Noxella here unfortunately missed the roar at the beginning, which lost us probably at least 30 seconds of time. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how we did. Our best time actually is, a 151 is our best time that we've ever had. So we could have knocked off a whole nother minute if we did, but I'm totally happy with how we pulled it out.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see how this level of preparation pays off in the next match. So I'm going to send you guys to your seats to get ready, and I'm going to give it back to the casters to start it off.
That's right. That team was actually one of the sleeper OP teams I heard about. I was hearing that someone who came to the tournament had a prepared sub-2 run for Bambro. And from all the players that I knew were coming, I did not know of these players, but they definitely performed well, having the 2nd fastest qualifier run on the Bambro. But without further ado, can I get a round of applause, please, for the next team, Beautiful Mind, with Joe and Nox.
Some applause. Now, being the second fastest team out of 60 teams for Bambro, that's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
And 2:48 was their time. And I mean, sub-2, come on, it sounds really risky if you're shooting for such a fast time. So we're wondering, would have been better to go for a safer approach, a little bit slower,
right.
Still be able to go to be in the finals at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, sometimes you got to play it safe and go for the safer run and not the super experimental strategic. But yeah, I want to see those receipts. I want to see the sub-2 run that they were talking about one day.
I mean, great, 2nd on Bambro, but now it's a different game.
Yeah,
now Miel is a different challenge. Let's see what they will pick. Which weapons? We have those 5 loadouts to choose from. We've seen Lance, we've seen Charge Blade.
Yeah, I'm happy we've seen Lance in 2 runs now. 8 Lance represent.
And we've seen Heavy Bowgun. So what's left to see now for us, it is definitely Dual Blades and Insect Glaive. We haven't seen that yet. Let's see if there's some changes. Because apparently, all of those 5 loadouts are really well balanced, and they're all a good choice here.
That's right, and we see Beautiful Mind loading in right now. Can I get some hype for these competitors, please?
Applause, guys.
Beautiful Mind. Let's see how beautiful they play.
Loading in.
Now, Chris, you just said they're running Dual Blade and...
Oh, yeah. We got Dual Blades and Heavy Bowgun.
Dual Blade and Heavy
That's a
Bowgun.
nice
All right.
matchup.
Very nice.
So Dual Blades here, one of the strongest weapons when it comes to elemental damage. So early on, they need to be able to get a lot of damage in there with the fire element.
That's right. That's right. These are fire Dual Blades, so they're going to hope that Namiel stays hydrated for a good amount of time. We see the double clutch claw. Ooh, Namiel swam out to the center. Hopefully that doesn't ruin anything.
It looks like they're landing the first.
Ooh, and we did not get the wall bang.
The first wall bang.
Oh, and because they did damage, it did in range right away. That is
and
unfortunate.
And the rage scream
but
already.
That's all right. That's all right. They can keep the damage going. Definitely not the start they probably wanted, though.
So they won't be able to get the wall slam anymore. Namiel is in rage now.
It's already
so
in rage, yeah.
that's where it begins. So they're trying to get maybe a KO here with Sticky though.
But salvaging the run a little bit, they got a KO very quick. That Heavy Bowgun doing that work.
Could be a good weapon here.
Yeah.
And the dual blades player is taking this opportunity to deal a lot of good damage here on the head. As we have Namiel in the watery state.
Yeah, that's right. As we mentioned, as long as Namiel stays hydrated, it will be taking more fire damage. So they're definitely going to want to hope that Namiel does the vibe check a little later than planned to kind of optimize this run. We did see that we see Alex here. He put on the waterproof mantle right away. Again, dual blade is definitely a weapon that does not want water blade. So hopefully they can make good use of it.
It does protect him from a lot of these water attacks, so it's definitely going to help him there. But let's see, I mean, dual blade is a fast weapon, but not very defensive, so you got to be able to dodge.
Yeah, that's right.
Choosing positions wisely.
Yes, yeah. When the vibe check comes, we're probably going to see a sheath into a quick Superman dive.
Probably,
But we're seeing that damage right here. Nice little stagger. Very nice.
Trying to get those downtimes here in as we see Namiel casting the rain, changing the weather here in the arena as it's an Elder Dragon, and it's changing the whole atmosphere of the run.
That's right. Ooh, nice dodge, right? See the dual blades schmoving right now. Very nice.
Players trying out not to be in those water puddles as Namiel launches those electricity attacks. As it hits them, whenever they are on water, it's going to hit them with electricity, and it's going to deal a lot of damage.
That's right, that's right.
And a lot of stun damage
we
too.
do see the Heavy Bowgun afflicted with the Water Blight right now. Not the worst thing for Heavy Bowgun, but still something you don't want to have. Oh, and we actually
another
see
feint!
a feint! And the vibe check right away.
And the Superman dive, though.
Survive the vibe check.
Player run is good.
Vibe check.
But don't.
Hey, we're staying consistent with the one feint each time.
They're very consistent. Third speed run and third feint here.
Very nice clutch slide. Oh, we see that new dual blade buff coming in nice.
Now that paired with the struggle at the beginning of this hunt, it's going to be really challenging now to nail.
Let's see if they can pull it back. Yeah, definitely. Again, the feint is unfortunate, but we've seen every team feint so far, so let's see if they can stay consistent. They didn't have the start they wanted, but they're going for it again. They tried to go for it.
And again, they missed the wall slam, so the distance was too long to get to the wall, so Namiel didn't get the wall slam. So
now this time though, Namiel is not enraged. They're going for a second one. Hopefully they can get it. Come on.
Are you serious? That can't be real. What the hell? Like, this is the worst RNG I have ever witnessed in my life as a Monster player. Ladies and gentlemen, that's unbelievable. That's crazy.
Like I said, the RNG gets us all. Namiel, with these guys, it's just, he keeps running to the center, but they're still keeping up that damage. Let's see if they can pull it back.
They're trying to keep it up. The heavy Pokemon with the normal shots, trying to get the consistent damage in there. And the dual blades player still has the waterproof mantle, which lasts for a long time here.
Little counter right there. Namiel has the ability to, if it gets staggered, it can do a quick little counter attack. You see the little slip and slide going into work there, gonna get out of the sway of this wave attack. They're still doing good. They're still doing good damage. Unfortunate without the wall bangs, but they keep going. Let's see if they can do it.
As we expected, Namiel is just being an absolute challenge here to speedrun. It's a very difficult to predict monster, a very difficult monster to face here in the arena, but let's see how fast they will be at the end.
You see the dual blade player moving in and out of demon mode. Oh, very nice. Was that a KO?
We're gonna get a
view of the head here. That is a KO. Very nicely done. Ooh, going for a little slide there for the bounce attack. I'm not sure if that was
Beyblade attack
planned.
over Namiel. Very, very stylish.
All right. They've been able to keep the arms consistently tenderized, and dual blade does have the ability to trip
It's honestly just a great spot to attack with the dual blade, I feel like.
Definitely. Head is a little high from dual blades, so hitting the arms is really nice. The dual blades healing up right now.
The heavy Pokemon is trying to aim on the head consistently, but as Namiel moves a lot here, they're having trouble to stagger Namiel here, definitely.
That's right. Nice dodging by the dual blade player. They are consistently staying out of damage. They took a one hit a little while back, but they've been playing pretty safe.
Oh, and that was very close. That was a close one.
Just walked out of it, no problem.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh,
and we see a second fade. That will be unfortunate.
We will see this on the time, I feel like.
That's right.
It's going to take time.
It will be a damper, but they have been putting in that damage. Let's see if the heavy Pokemon player can close it out, or if we'll need the return of his partner to close it out.
I mean, the longer the fight takes, the less ammo we have here. So I'm even curious if the normal ammo will be enough here, and he will not run out of ammo here.
That's a very good point, Chris. I didn't even think of that. So hopefully the Namiel does not have too much health left. Oh, looks like Namiel is de-enraged.
Please get the wall bang.
Third wall bang, hopefully.
Oh my God! So it looks like
he let go to not get hit by the attack. Okay.
Yeah, but he jumped off of the Klitschko here. Getting caught by the water attacks, catching the water blight here.
Watch out, he's in range of the electrical shock.
So because of the water blight, didn't have enough stamina left
to
perform the Superman jump. They're struggling.
Getting the health back, trying to get that no berry in. Watch out for this blood.
Oh.
Hit him with a 1-2. All right, that's okay.
Those hitboxes, man, they're really harsh. They're really harsh.
That's right. Now, Namiel is still unenraged. I want them to at least get a wall bang. Please, they've been started out at and we
That's
see
a
third
fate
thing.
number 3.
That will definitely be unfortunate. That's one thing that is definitely going to hurt this team quite a bit. At this point, I just want that wall bang.
Yeah, at this point, I just hope for the best.
Hey, oh, and we see a second vibe check. Do they pass it?
Yeah, we
Let's
have
see.
enough stamina at this point, yeah, so that's good. That's the only way for the duelist player to escape. That's the only way.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Heavy Bogan player is back in commission.
They got to play their last cards, man.
Right. I don't think the. Okay, can we see it? Let's
Oh, that's
see.
too far. No, that's too far.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, they go.
Oh, good work.
Oh my God.
Past stairs.
Oh man.
Can we get some applause for this wall bang, guys?
If they didn't get
Finally.
that, I was gonna call RNGesus himself. Jesus. All right, very nice. All right, let's keep that damage going. Now, the Heavy Bogan player does not have the max health. I don't think he has another max potion or ancient potion. So he's playing with the half health bar, I believe, right now.
They might actually run out of those good items here at this
Yeah.
point. So,
And
there we go.
finally take it down. Nice.
That was
I'm
a
glad-
journey.
glad the- I'm glad the audience still got hyped for them. Hey.
Now, that was definitely a journey, guys. I mean, can we have a look at some of those attacks that
Yeah.
led to all those feints here?
Right. Let's look a little bit at the replays again. We weren't worried too much about the first feint, but once we started seeing 2 and then a third, how was it done? Ooh, it was just a
It's
snipe
just
from the back.
difficult. But the Headbugger had the shield up, so he had technically could have guarded it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Ooh, and that was a very unfavored little hitbox by the wave there. I believe this was the no berry. Yeah.
The dodge successfully.
He
The
did dodge
first
the first
hit,
hit, but yeah.
the second got him.
And that was the wing attack right there. So they were a little bit unfortunate, but they kept going. Again, sometimes you can have those runs, but the important thing is that you keep going. They didn't give up. They came back in just one after the other, and they got the wall bang at the end. That's the main thing I at least wanted to see.
Let's see what the team is thinking about their performance.
Thank you guys so much, Nox, Joe. That was a tough match. Let's get all the lame stuff out of the way at the beginning. 3 feints, that's pretty tough. What happened?
Well, we got unlucky with the, he decided to do his slip slidey move right at the beginning, which messed up our routing. And it's just, it was mistake after mistake, honestly. It definitely didn't match any of our practice at all, which I was hoping that we'd have kind of a miracle and really get our best time today that we've had. But unfortunately, it didn't come out that way.
I know you guys put a lot of work in here, but the RNG is a factor. Namiel was super slippery early on. So tell me a little bit about your thoughts going into it and if you thought you'd be able to rally at all.
Like our friends in the Smash community and the FGC community, everyone knows about stage fright, stage tourney. So I was a little nervous coming on stage, and unfortunately I couldn't execute as well as I wanted.
Well, that's a sad part, but you still got a very impressive time, and we will find out just how it stacks up against the others very shortly. But let's talk about all the great stuff you did. You were so evasive with the dual blades. Tell me a little bit about why you chose that loadout and what it let you do.
Dual blades have a really high damage potential, especially on the knockdowns that the heavy bowgun can get. So I was hoping on getting, a big burst of damage on every time we got a knockdown or a CC.
And your heavy bowgun play, very nice. What was your best moment, you would say?
My best moment was when things started to go south. I managed to get the KO pretty early, so that at least got us back on track for a second there. But, I'm really good at keeping my aim at the head, getting all the shots that I can. Unfortunately, we lost some of the softening of the head for a while there, so my shots weren't doing as much as they could have been. But for the most part, I felt like my play was mostly clean, other than the deaths.
It happens to the best of us. But you guys are 2 of the best Monster Hunter World players in this building, as testified by our qualifier. So I want to know, going out from here today, next time you see Namiel, how's it going to go down?
I don't want to see him anymore. I'm okay.
Are you going for revenge?
Absolute destruction.
I can't wait to see it. Well, gentlemen, we don't know the times. You could be first. It's all up to the time god, so we're gonna find out very, very shortly. But for now, I'm gonna send it back over to the casters. Get ready for our next match.
I mean, we can see at the beginning they got unlucky with the wall slam, and luckily the Heavy Bogan was able to land that KO really early on to maybe get back into the flow. But they kept getting unlucky with the wall slams, and those definitely what cost them the time at the end.
That's right. As we were talking before, Chris, you can practice a run hundreds and hundreds of times at home, but what matters is can you execute it here. Sometimes you get unlucky, but now it's time to meet our fourth and final team.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for our final team, and I'm happy to introduce you to TSC and Samgrass. Now, TSC, I was warned about you. I heard that you don't play this game for fun. This is straight business. So tell me about how that approach paid off today.
Well, I always go into the game. I have a saying: how you do anything is how you do everything. So, when I came into the tournament, I wanted to go as hard as I normally can. And in the end, though, like I did come here for fun, and I'm having fun. So, it's always a great experience. So.
I'm glad to hear you're having fun. There's so much fun to be had. And Samgrass, this is you're quite experienced at these tournaments. Tell me a little bit about the preparation that you brought to this and what you're ready to do here on stage.
Yeah, I've been to a couple tournaments. I went to the first one, won that. We did the dream match in Japan. We got fourth in that. Then this year we changed partners. I partnered with TSC, and yeah, we're looking to win this one as well.
Yeah, your former partner is also in the competition. Do you have any special, extra motivation to beat them here today?
Oh yeah, for sure. That definitely plays into the motivation. Yeah, I'm excited to beat him.
So we have a tough fight against Namiel for this time trial. Any particular strategies? You're the last team, so they can't even steal the strategies if we discuss them now.
We're trying to keep everything that we're doing a secret, but I hope that we get off what we've been practicing, and I hope everybody is pleasantly surprised.
Fantastic. Any communities you want to shout out? Anyone that's helped you along the way? Or are you just feeling the two of you alone up there against the world?
I think shout out to the Monster Hunter community for a lot of them are watching right now, and they're supporting us, talking to us through our online communities. So hello, everybody, and wish us good luck.
Samgrass, you got a lot of fans after the last tournaments. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone that's been supporting me on Twitter. I really appreciate it. And a special shout out to a friend named Amadeus225.
Fantastic. Thank you both. Good luck. And we're sending it over to the casters for our last time trial. Take it away.
Very nice. Definitely a worthy shout out, Amadeus, the Hunting Horn homie. Now, before we actually get into this last match, we are actually going to talk about those qualifying times with Bambro. We were kind of talking about them before, but now we would like to actually show you how everyone scored. So you can get an idea where everybody placed. Social distance at 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Sushi Bar, 3 minutes and 33. Beautiful Mind, 2 minutes and 48. And Team Kua, 2 minutes and 20. So they were the fastest qualifying team. Let's see if they are going to be the fastest finalist team. Chris, what do you think about this?
So we're very excited to see Team QA here perform. We have some high expectations. We have a really experienced Monster Hunters YouTuber speedrunner here. And so they were able to score the fastest time on Bamboo. And they said they practiced a lot more in Namiel. So they had 300 Namiel kills or something like that to be prepared for here. And they want to have fun. They want to take this serious. And they do. And let's see how well they will be able to show their superiority here.
That's right, that's right. This is definitely a team that expected to get to the finals and definitely worthy. Both players are known in the community. They are great players. Now, without further ado, can I get a round of applause for the last final team, Team Kua, featuring TSC and Samgrass.
Some applause for Team QA.
Soaking in the glory. I dig it.
So now they didn't mention their strategy. We will have to see and wait what they're going to choose. But we have here Sam, who was part of the champion. He's one of the two champions from 2018.
Right. He's already won before. He's just back to take the title again.
Yeah, and they split up. So we had Social Dissonance with Shepard, who was one of the champions, and here's Sam, the other champion, now competing with TSC. And that's some background right there. So that's some drama. They split up.
That's right. And a little bit more background. They've actually named their Team Kua as a well-known kind of meta-defining player. They would kind of like to dedicate this tournament to him. Now, they didn't disclose to us the strategy that they planned. Well, we asked them a bit, but they didn't want to talk about it. So let's see what we can expect to see here. Let's get into the run.
So hoping to see the last weapon here, Insect Glaive. Let's see if they will choose it.
All right, no one has chosen Insect Glaive.
Oh no, we can see dual blades here. And what's the second weapon loadout going to be?
Did not catch it. They even speedrun the menu. Jesus.
Yeah, they did this like 500 times, dude.
Oh, we see that.
We see it.
All right.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, so they're gonna enter the arena at the back side again,
Right.
and they said they will get a sub 3 if they're really
Yeah,
fast.
they are very confident players, and I think they can actually back it up. They're going in, start double clutch claw.
So
See
one
simple
goes to
strategy.
tenderize, one goes to wall slam.
All right, the nice start. We get the wall
did
bang
get it.
right away. Now they're gonna have to tenderize again. Insect Glaive is a light weapon, so you have to clutch claw twice to get the tenderize, but they got the start they wanted.
What's really interesting is to see is that the Insect Glaive player already knew where Namiel was falling down, so they've did this so many times that the Insect player didn't even have to change the camera anymore.
Right, yeah.
Going for the
And we
master
get
here.
a second wall bang because Namiel wasn't banged. Very nice. Sam Grass putting the monster in the dirt. All right, we see some Double putting out that good damage again. As usual, as we've said, Namiel right now is in its hydrated state, taking more fire damage. Let's see if, hopefully, it vibe checks later so they can do more damage.
Now, interesting about the Insect Glaive loadout is that they have an impact mantle, so they will be able to deal KO damage with
That's
the
right,
Insect
right.
Glaive.
Oh, and we're getting that mantle, again, making use of something that Insect Glaive can offer, as well as Lance, but we hadn't seen it so far. Only one mount before, we got another mount.
Obviously, the mount is great with the Insect Glaive. They don't really need the ledge for it. Let's see what the Dual Blades player is doing at the
Right?
same time.
Very quick mount, and then right back into it. Very optimal. Trying to not waste too much time with the mount. Re-tenderizing, very nicely done. Dual putting out some really nice damage. Now, we see the Insect Glaive has the impact mantle on, is doing a lot of attacks. Is this to get a KO? And I think it is, making use of that impact mantle. Interesting, so they did a lot of clutch claw attacks to do a lot of impact damage to get that KO. Very nicely done.
And the Insect Glaive also has a lot of Dragon Element, and Dragon Element is the second highest elemental weakness of Namiel, which also is able to deal some extra damage
That's right.
here.
This, I was about to say, this team has been so optimal right now. Namiel didn't have any water on the floor until now. Very nicely done. They got another top.
Get a chance. And also, like, Insect Glaive not only has an impact mantle, but Slugger level 3, so the KO damage is insane. He's taking the second KO.
Moving in the air. I like that. He pole vaulted into the air.
A second KO
Second
with the
KO.
Insect Glaive.
Very
Ladies and
nicely
gentlemen,
done.
That's some great play.
Ooh, I like
That's some
that.
big plays here.
Going full avatar with the Insect Glaive, jumped into the air, did a second KO, making the most of that impact mantle. It will be running out soon. Will they get a third KO? We gotta wait and see.
They just don't waste any time. Let's see, will they be able to keep that strategy up? Because they said they have a script. Team QA said they have a script that's going to be like an 80 to 90% chance to
They
pull
got
off
another
perfectly
Fagger.
here.
Samgrass still has that impact mantle. Can we see another KO? He's going in for it. They're keeping up that damage. Again, Namiel has like barely put water on the field. She hasn't even vibe checked yet.
Namiel is still enraged, making use of the agitator skill as well.
Right.
Getting a lot of damage.
The TSC is at half health. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Getting out of the way of this wave attack. Still got the waterproof mantle on. Very nice.
It looks like that's a strategy to keep Namiel hydrated because both weapons are really fast weapons. Weapons that can deal and dish out a lot of elemental damage
That's
with
right.
Dragon and Fire.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is probably the longest we've seen Namiel be in its hydrated state, and it hasn't. Oh, and they got another KO. Top
KO. This is
another
KO.
Wait,
Number
is
3.
it? Oh, and it's already
3
down.
KOs.
Very
That's
nicely done.
incredible, ladies and gentlemen. That's insane.
That was very fast. Sam
What
looking
is
pretty
that?
confident. Again, we don't. Ooh, okay. I saw the team looking at the time.
I mean-
we didn't show the time, but Chris, that felt really fast.
I mean, they've
That was-
practiced it hundreds of times. And it goes to show they delivered here.
It did,
They have
it
one
did.
try only. And it's different. It's a different approach than making a YouTube video where you have so many different tries and you upload and you only see the best run. But they were able to, one try, they did it.
That's right. I want to see. We got so many KOs. Like we got a really optimal amount. Let's see some of those replays of what went so well. So we saw that impact mantle go on. And see, they were doing the clutch claw attack, which does a lot of attacks. And then they would just hop back on. Oh, that was the aerial clutch. I like that so much. Yeah, that was very
Absolutely
clean. Very
insane how many KOs we got. It's like the third KO was ultimately what led to
That
defeat
was
of
really
Namiel.
nice. This team was coming
Insane.
in very confident. They were talking up that game, and they backed it up. Let's see what the competitors themselves thought about their run.
Whew, thank you guys so much. All right, I'm here with our final team, and well, I'm just gonna let you speak for yourself. Sam, how do you feel about that run?
Oh, I feel great. It went just like Practic expected, like maybe 3 seconds off of our average, but overall, pretty good.
All right, tell me a little bit about the composition you brought into the fight, how you made that decision, because I know you were crunching numbers, I know you were running times. How did you decide on these two loadouts?
So this was actually the first time I ever used the Instaglaive in this game.
Did you do that just to stun?
Yeah, I did that just for this tournament. I learned the Instaglaive in a month, and I put a lot of hours into it, and yeah, it paid off.
And what was the choice for this fight?
Well, Nami takes the most damage from the dual blades, so the second weapon should be able to, its job is to control Namiel. And the Instaglaive had a lot of KO in that match, and it has a mount. And the Instaglaive is just a very versatile weapon in general. And in that quest, it fit perfectly against Namiel. So I was really the support to my teammate, and yeah, it worked out.
Now, was there a moment during that fight where you were like, we hit our stride, this is going perfect?
Oh yeah, as soon as we got that first wall bang, we were set. That was like literally the most important moment of the whole hunt.
Fantastic. I gotta know, how are you feeling about your performance? I mean, you got to watch the other teams go up. Do you think you made it?
I think we met our goal for sure, yes. So we're very happy.
Well, that is wonderful. We will find out very shortly whether you are our winning team or whether it was one of our other 3 teams. But in order to do that, if you were one of our final teams, come on back up to the stage, folks. It is time to declare our times. So now I'm gonna give it back to the casters. I'm gonna bring the other 4 teams together and we will find out our winner.
That was some good moss hunting. And this last team broke the consistency. They didn't get any feints, Chris. Come on. But they definitely were able to back up what they were saying. Very nicely played. All the teams today played really nice. Again, it just goes to show that whether you're having fun or you're practicing these runs, you can still do a really good job up here. And this will be the last time you're hearing from us. Chris, plug yourself, man.
I mean, you guys can find me TDS_Chris on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, and on YouTube, Team Dark. So we're making awesome content for you guys there. Herney, plug yourself, man.
And I'm your boy, Herney. You can find me on Twitter, MH_Herney. That's Herney on YouTube with 2 Ys, on Twitch with 4 Ys. Again, these were some great hunts. Can I get one final round of applause for everyone who competed today? That was pretty hype. That was pretty hype. Now, actually, we still got a little bit of time here, so Chris,
so we got four hunts, right? We got a lot of variety. I love that. We got all of the 5 loadouts.
We
saw
did,
everything.
yeah, we did.
We saw the Instaglaive here at the end. The pro plays. We saw a really balanced
Which
loadout.
was actually
They did a great
TSC
job.
on the Instaglaive, not
Yeah.
Sam. That's right. Yeah, we were worried that we wouldn't see all 5 weapons. We were worried that we wouldn't be as diverse as we were, but we saw everything, and we saw Lance twice. Let's go.
We had fantastic moments. We had a lot of unlucky moments. That's part of this game.
Yeah, that's part of it. Like, you can rehearse, again, like I said, you can practice something hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, and something can still go wrong. But you can also practice something hundreds of times and have it go exactly as you planned. As you saw Sam, as soon as they got the first wall bang, they were already confident with it.
Yeah, so definitely interesting to see that Sam, one of the champions from 2018, was able to score here a really, really impressive last showcase.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see the exact times to know for sure.
That's right. I want to know too. Yeah. As we said, someone was about to show their time before, but we cut away really quick. But again, we are hiding the times until the end. We want to kind of build up the hype because save the reveal for the end. But I think those of you here and those of you at home have some idea, who's going to be 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 1st. We got to wait and see. But definitely hype. I was really happy to see all the weapons. It looked like everyone up here, despite any mistakes or mishaps that may have happened, it looked like they have a good time. This event is just super cool. I hope we have more of these.
And yeah, Namiel, we've seen it, challenging monster for sure. We've seen pro, we've seen really good plays. We've seen some really strong attacks from Namiel, a lot of feints.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much these players are going to be hunting Bambro and Namiel after this tournament. Like, they're gonna be like, I don't want to see those guys for a month after this. Someone said they didn't want to see Namiel, so.
I mean, they earned it. They had their huge showcase here.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna be done with those monsters for quite a bit. Now, we can't really talk directly about who we think is going to win, but what were some of your favorite moments from the hunt so far?
I think my favorite moments were that the players were really able to have good teamwork. So we saw good use of the mantles, we saw good use of a lot of the items, and also the dual blades were able to do a lot of that damage during the watery phase. We saw the charge blades being able to land the KOs, even though the Instaglaive could get the KOs. We had Heavy Bowgun with the KO rescue, kind of the wall slams don't work. So a really interesting plays here. ups and downs, and it's a wild ride.
I think my favorite moment was that pole vault into the clutch cloth. That was very smooth. And another hype moment was the final wall bang that we thought we weren't going to get for Beautiful Mind, but we got it at the end. I just wanted to get the wall bang. That would have been really unfortunate if they didn't get it.
My favorite moment was the third KO with Insect Glaive. Led into the defeat of Namiel.
Insect Glaive getting the most KOs in the tournament.
We got an Impact Mantle and Slugger level 3, so that's 40% more damage on your KOs. So with Slugger, the Insect Glaive is a fast weapon, so there's a lot of hits, continuously hitting the head. If they maintain the downtime on Namiel, and they did.
Yeah.
So it was amazing.
I was really expecting some of the faster times to come out of the Charge Blade team comms. And I was hoping to see Insect Glaive, but I did not expect it to see it in such a commanding fashion. I was very happy to see Lance, as we talked about before. Some good heavy Bogan representation. I do not Bogan myself, but you do, and you were saying that it does have a nice fit in this tournament. Pretty cool thing about these arena tournaments is that they are pretty well balanced. You can't...
So yeah, I mean, it's also interesting to see that we always have one ranged weapon out of all the 5 loadouts here.
Yes, yeah.
Let's switch to the heavy bowgun. And yeah, it was interesting and to see that the players also, we haven't seen, though, to think about this, we haven't seen Savage X Charge Blade did. So
yeah, we were doing a lot of research, and we thought that a lot of people would be playing Charge Blade. And then we thought that a lot of people would be doing Savage Axe. We're taking a last quick look.
On some highlights here. Oh,
recap of the highlights of the tournament. There was the little snipe at the end. Here was, ooh, yeah, look at that hitbox. It was really far back.
A lot of attacks with the really huge hitboxes. And
we see the dodge, but into the follow-up.
So it's catching it. And yeah, the water can catch you. You're sliding, you catch the water blade, your stamina goes down. Like, there's a lot of things that Namiel is doing. It's a really challenging Elder Dragon, and it was a perfect fit here, honestly.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, when we were talking to everyone who was competing, more people were worried about Bambaro, and not so much Namiel, but we saw Namiel taking some names out here. Got a couple of feints across all teams, but everyone was able to finish. We saw different amounts of strategies coming out. I think it was a pretty diverse tournament.
Yeah, it was.
Diverse finals, at least.
Yeah.
The qualifiers were not so diverse.
Okay, guys, so, and now we are ready for the reveal. Who will be the new champions?
Thank you so much, guys. It has been a fantastic event. I am joined now by Mike from Capcom. Mike, do you have a few words about the tournament?
That was an explosive end. Just wanted to give everybody a big thanks. I know you guys poured a lot of hours into this game, practicing hours and hours. So if you were playing today, if you're here for the party, if you just showed up, thank you again from Capcom. Appreciate it.
Lots of love in this room. So now, let's announce our teams. In 4th place, A Beautiful Mind. Come on out, guys. Take one last bow on stage here and let the people show their appreciation for Joe and Nox. Congratulations. In 3rd place, the Sushi Bar. In 2nd place, Social Dissonance. Where are they gonna come from next? There they are. And now, our winners, with a very impressive time, Qua! You are our 1st place team, and you did it in style. Learning the Insect Glaive, busting it out here on stage, and coming in with barely over 3 minutes. Do you have any final words for everyone cheering you on, and chat, which sent you so much love?
I'd like to thank everybody on the Discords and the Monster Hunter community and Capcom for hosting this event. It's always great to show up. I was at the last tournament as well, and that's why I flew in all the way from Houston again for this one. So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Sam, you won before, and now you've won again. Our two-time winner. How does it feel?
It feels great, man. I'm really happy. I'm just flabbergasted at this point.
You guys have won. You are our champions, and this is your top 4. Now, fans of Monster Hunter World, if you thought this was all we were going to give you, you were sorely mistaken. We have a very exciting bit of news coming up next, so please don't go anywhere and check out this video.
はい、というわけで僕たちだけのビデオコメントだったらちょっとね、物足りないと思いますので、ここからですね、皆様にですね、世界初公開になる、映像も入っておりますタケリハゼルブラキディオス、こちらの実機プレイ映像を見ていただきたいと思います。
はい、じゃあ会場のより、解説の方手伝ってもらえますでしょうか。
We've got champions, we've got a release date, we've got a lot of hype in the room, and we've got Yuri by request.
Thank you, Seltzer, and big thanks to everyone who came out here. And oh boy.
Yuri, Yuri, Yuri.
Yeah.
Just real quick, what does that feel like?
I don't know still, yeah. Again, please. No, thank you guys so much for coming out and for this wonderful energy. I also want to say thank you to Tsujimoto-san and Fujioka-san. They really wanted to come out here and hang out with you guys, really. They do enjoy that bit, I know for sure. And they actually sent a special little treat in their stead. I'm here to help out.
You brought us something pretty cool to look at, so what do you have for us today, Yuri?
We got the debut, first time ever, showing of gameplay of the Raging Brachydios.
All right, let's check it out.
So yeah, you guys can see it? Yeah. All right, so first thing you're gonna notice about this variant, he's pretty big. It's a little bit bigger than the normal one.
This is not your average Brachydios.
No, he's an absolute unit right here. And he's got a couple more tricks up his sleeve. So first thing you want to notice is the slime on all his appendages. So you see in the horn, and the forelimbs, and even in the tail. Pay attention to that. You'll see that as you attack those slime-covered parts, the slime gets activated. And the attacks from that part will get powered up.
Yeah, that slime started out yellow, but now it is a raging red.
Yeah, and you see like way bigger sweeps, bigger explosions. It's gonna be a blast.
What was the...
Should I leave?
I'll allow it, Yuri. It was the Brachydios that first gave us these explosive attacks. Now they look even bigger.
Yeah. So here we see a person with a close range weapon. You see that if you attack the activated slime, it'll be neutralized. It'll fall to the ground, but there's a bit of a risk there.
A little bit safer with a ranged weapon, huh?
A little bit. And if you want to be extra, expert pro level like we saw here, you can actually use a water moss, a puddle pod, and that'll wash out the slime in one go.
Oh, are you handing out tips? You got any more?
No, that's it. That's all. All right, one more. So, I'll tell you, this is what it looks like when you don't neutralize the slime. It's just fire and explosions everywhere. But last one, really, even the tail can get activated, so this can happen.
So all the limbs can be activated separately, the slime on each of them?
Yep, and it's your job to try and keep him in check, so you can try and neutralize him as best as you can.
And stay out of the way of that tail.
Yeah, he likes to do that counter. And then this happens. Raging Brachydios can get even more enraged. And all four slime-covered limbs get activated. All of them.
He seems upset.
Yeah. So you really gotta watch out for this part because he's gonna be very relentless. He's gonna be on top of you all the time. Just look at it. Just gameplay speaks for itself. Woof.
Every time you look, there's more fire on the ground.
Yeah, we're in the volcanic region of the Guiding Lands right now, so that's when things start to heat up. Nice shoulder tackle, and this happens. Ooh!
These are some massive hits, Yuri.
Yeah, he's trying his best right here to stay alive. The hunter, I mean.
Looks like our Raging Brachydios has taken a lot of damage here, Yuri. What's gonna happen next?
So, there's a special little bit here. When certain conditions are met, Raging Brachy will lead you to a specific location here for one final brawl. All exits on that. All exits are blocked. And there's only one way out of it. It's either you or the Raging Brachydios.
Oh man, he's not stuck in there with you. You're stuck in there with him.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Yuri, for that incredible showcase.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Now, for everyone at home, we're gonna take one last look at our times today on Namiel. There's Kwa with 3 minutes and 13 seconds, an incredible time. 4 minutes and 16 seconds for Social Dissonance. 5 minutes and 53 seconds for Sushi Bar. And Beautiful Mind at 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Very impressive. Let's give it up one more time for our top 4 teams. For all 60 teams who came out here to qualify. For Yuri. For Mike. For the entire Capcom development team. From your wonderful casters, Hernie and Chris. I hope you enjoy yourselves this weekend. Thank you so much. Now get out there and play some more Monster Hunter World.
はい、会場にお越しの皆様、そして配信を見てくださっている皆様、これからも、モンスターハンターシリーズをよろしくお願いいたします。 というわけで、最後は、いつもの、掛け声で、皆さんとお別れしたいと思います。いきます。ハッピーハンティング。